Why are married women heavier than single women? Single women come home, see what's in the fridge, and go to bed. Married women come home, see what's in the bed, and then go to the fridge. Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. We'll get started, but first, coffee that was gifted to me over the weekend. I believe it's Starbucks. Nice.
My God, that is the best coffee I've ever tasted.
Well, welcome to a classic early morning daybreak show. Thursday morning. Haven't done a Thursday morning in a few weeks. Men are pretty much masters of a couple things. You've heard me say this for many years now. The first is complicating the heck out of their lives. And the second thing is they justify why they did it. I call it the complicate, justify cycle. I still have people emailing me, still to this day. I'm not going to say anyone's name on the air. Still, my woman cheated on me. What should I do? She came back. She seems very sincere. People still asking questions like that. How long have you been watching me? How long? And you still want to take a girlfriend that's been with other men back into your life? Are you kidding me? Here we go again with men complicating their lives and then justifying why they did it. Surveillance and tracking is here. You know, you welcome it every time you check yes on an app on your phone. Think about all the apps on your phone. Think about that. Every single one of those apps has access to your camera, your microphones, your contacts, your texts, all your communication, and you said yes. We have cameras on every corner, every road, every public building. That was your first clue that we were going to have a surveillance state. Quick question for my pipe smoking brethren out there. If there was a pipe tobacco apocalypse, I could last 20 years. I really think I have 20 years worth of pipe tobacco. Mainly Burley blends, Virginia blends, a lot of English blends, about maybe 15, 20% aromatic blends. I'm set for 20 years. How about you? If pipe tobacco was outlawed, if it was never available ever again, or there was a situation where it couldn't be manufactured, how long would you last with your pipe tobacco? I remember seeing a sign, and I took a picture of it too. This used to be in every single school, every healthcare facility, every doctor's office, everything. Everywhere I've ever worked had this sign in a bathroom or a hallway near a bathroom. It was everywhere up until COVID, a pandemic. And then all of a sudden the science changed. Science! Isn't that amazing? The sign says, prevent the flu, wash your hands. Hand washing is the single most important means of preventing the spread of an infection. And that's put out by the U.S. Center for Disease Control, the CDC. But science changed. Science! And most of you bought it. Good for you. Your dad did not just leave impulsively when you were 2 years old. That's the story your mother told you. The reality is that your mother's a flake, and she made it impossible for him to be in your life. And he knew that you just can't win as a father, as a man in any U.S. court. That being said, your mother's a fucking nut job. Come to grips with it. And every feminized man who hates his father is just like, that's not true. Yeah, right. The birth rate in Poland is going down. This chart does not lie. It looks from 1950 up to 2023, man. The birth rate is going down, way down. Chart says the number of births in Poland continues in steep decline. In the first quarter of 2024, there were 64,500 births, 9.8% fewer than in 2023, despite the additional leap day this year. It could fall to 1.1 kids per woman this year, the lowest value ever recorded. Poland doing its job at creating whores. Good job. Not having babies doesn't mean that they're not having sex. Hookup culture is alive and well. Patterns don't lie. Come on, bring on that hormonal birth control. Good job, Poland. They want to be so bad like the West. Well, they got it. How's that working out for you? I saw a guy say this. I saw a patient who dropped 35 pounds. He reduced his A1C from 8.7 to 5.4 while stopping insulin and other diabetic drugs after 12 years of type 2 diabetes, all by educating himself on YouTube. He had 5 doctors. Our healthcare system, it's so great that people have to unfuck themselves on YouTube. Imagine that. Don't even get me going on doctors, man. I'm not feeling really good about doctors these days. This is a funny meme. Big fat woman with a mask on in one of those power chair things like you see in Walmart, the big fat people driving around on those scooters. She's got like a McDonald's soda cup on it. And she's saying to another young lady, "Put a mask on, you're putting my health at risk." Science! You remember people like that only just like a couple of years ago? Social distance. Put a mask on. Science! Shut the fuck up. If you say to a man you can be a millionaire by this time next year, he'll automatically think you're trying to scam him. Say to a man you will be a millionaire by this time next year. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to lose sleep. He's going to be restless. And he'll realize how inadequate his current grind is. He'll track you down. And he'll want to do whatever it takes. That's the difference between can and will. It's absolutely amazing. You can be a millionaire versus you will be a millionaire. The dude waiting on me at the diner looks like he's got a story. All you had to do was take one look at him. But it didn't matter to me. I don't care. It's the best service that I received in a long time. I probably have more faith in him than he has in himself. And you know what? I want to see him win. I'm going to work on him every day, one cup of coffee at a time. There was a fella at the conference who I'm going to have on the podcast, Ryan Allaire. I think that's how you say his name. Direct mail expert. Did a great presentation. Great presentation on how traditional direct mail, postcards, and sending things to people for business really works. It's not dead. And he said something that was the most powerful thing that he said. He didn't even realize how powerful it was. He almost said it under his breath as he was going from one slide to the next and talking to the audience. He says, "I want you to win." That right there moved me when he said that. I don't think he even realized that. And I even said that to him later. That was the most powerful thing he did. He empowered the audience. He said, "I want you to win." That's how I feel about this dude at the diner who's waiting on tables. I want him to win so bad. He looks like he might have made some bad choices in his lifetime, but I want him to win. Do you have somebody in your life that you want to win? Who is that person? I'm not saying take somebody in as a project. What I am saying is this. Pick one person that you want to win and start encouraging them. Quick warning to all the guys out there with beards. Stop using heated beard straightening devices. You're actually destroying the actual structure of the hair shaft. You are ruining your beard. Stop using these. It looks like a brush with very hard, like a hard bristle on it. And you plug it in, it heats up, and then you straighten out your beard with it. Stop doing that. Stop it. And I know a lot of companies are now offering this and selling these things. It's ridiculous. You are destroying your beard. And you're probably putting too much shit on your beard, most likely. Stop it. Stop it. Especially those that are into the beard culture. Beard culture. I started breaking the balls of people who talked about beard culture. People with like hats and patches and everything revolving around a beard. I think I know a little bit about beards, just a little bit. But the whole concept of I can grow a beard, you can grow a beard. Let's start a gang. The beard gang. The beard villains. The beard this, the beard. It's like, really? Okay. I remember that all started about 10 years ago. A good 10 years ago. And and then all of a sudden there was this, it's like the guys who get tattoos, like dudes who are covered with tattoos and have a beard. Like there's this automatic assumption that they're tough, like that they're gangsters. Okay. There's no such thing as a bearded brotherhood. Will you just fucking stop it with that bullshit? Start discovering your differences and that guy will plunge a sword into your chest. You kidding me? Brother. The bearded brotherhood. Anyone else notice that? Does anyone else notice that this strain, like these people that just like have no meaning or purpose in life, join a bearded brotherhood, and they have beard attire, you know, this weird virtues. Isn't a beard just a symbol all by itself? Like, but you have to wear a hat that's got like a beard icon on it, or a patch, or a shirt. Seriously? Being with the wrong woman will affect your parenting. If you have kids with a troublemaker, a fucking nut job, it's going to cause you problems for decades. But you didn't realize that when you were inserting A into B. Did you? Oh, and then you decided to marry it. The woman you marry is never the one that you divorce, ever. Ever. Divorce brings the worst out of people. The woman that loved you and bore your children is now your biggest enemy when you go to court.
No good rap, motherfucker.
I love this from Salt of the Earth. Ask a woman to choose between a 40-year-old financially established man with status, also sexually experienced, versus a young man in his 20s with no status, broke, and sexually inexperienced. She'll choose the 40-year-old without hesitation. Ask a man to choose between a 40-year-old financially established woman and sexually experienced versus a young, broke virgin. He'll choose the young, broke virgin every time without hesitation. Because why? Because what women value and what men value from the other gender is different. No, we are not the same. Enough of that nonsense. That being said, a man's value is in his future, not his past, whereas a woman's value is in her past, not her future. Women are born with value. Men must create value. A woman has a biological clock. A man has a financial clock. Did you ever buy a used car? You pay for the damage that other people did on that car. Are you marrying a sexually experienced woman? That's the same. Don't let her past become your future. This is why body count, a woman's body count, is important to a man. The hidden damages in a sexually experienced woman, you don't see them. They exist. They are below the surface, underneath the glossy exterior, underneath the beauty, underneath what you think is sexy, is nothing but problems and future heartache. That's why you need to check HoFax. I so wish there was HoFax. You know, in the same way that there's Carfax, where you can tell what a car's history is. No woman in the world is ever going to tell you the truth about her past, ever. She's always going to misrepresent it, 100% of the time.
No good rap, motherfucker.
Yes, it's called lying.
No good rap, motherfucker.
Quick reminder to my older bros out there. You tell your doctor what you want, not the other way around. As a guy in his mid-60s, I can confirm that they only push big pharma. Doctors have never told me to work out, gave me a workout plan. They lied to me about cholesterol. They lied to me about meat. They lied to me about testosterone. They are shills for only what insurance is willing to cover. I would love a doctor that I can aspire to be like. I can't find one. Gentlemen, the rating system goes like this. It's ribeyes or waffles on a 1 to 5 scale. She either gets 1 to 5 ribeyes or 1 to 5 waffles. You either take her to Fleming's Steakhouse or the Waffle House. Fleming's Steakhouse is for the beloved wife or a wife-to-be. Girlfriends, go to the Waffle House. Stop spending big money on mere girlfriends. And I know when I've said that publicly, there are women who say, I love going to Waffle House. Here's a gal that gets 5 steaks, 5 ribeyes. She says about me, I like the fact that he calls out women of today. We are not the same as men, yet many women take the position to act like a man, which is not necessary. We need to take the reins as the woman in the home. She is a sweet, soft, and sophisticated being. A woman will never be a man. A man and his masculinity is very sexy indeed. Just my opinion. My reply is onward to Fleming's with you. Saw this in Business Insider. Not to make you paranoid or anything, but if she travels for business, my brother, you are screwed. 80% of all affairs happen in the workplace, and there's nothing you can do about it. That is one of the red flags that I talk about. If you start a relationship with a woman that travels, you are setting yourself up for future disappointment. Also, remember what I said about hotel bars. The best place to meet a woman if you want action. The worst place to meet a woman if you want a relationship. And that's from the article that says, I met a man on a business trip and left my marriage to be with him. I have no regrets. Oh my God, he's in trouble. Good luck with that, buddy. No regrets, she says, man. I feel sorry for that husband, you know. How she left her previous partner is likely how she will leave you. And the new guy, he's also screwed in the future. He just doesn't know it yet. You know why? Because patterns never lie. What she did with other men, she will do with you. But you're different, aren't you? You're special, so you think. Anyone else getting tired of the appreciate you thing? You know, like when people say, appreciate you. It almost like I'm hearing it excessively now. Now that I tell you this, you're going to start hearing it everywhere when you watch these YouTube channels and people interviewing other people. Appreciate you. It just seems so insincere. Not unlike many other phrases or words that you hear over and over and over again, it loses its true meaning with overuse. Appreciate you. The biggest way to kill a big dream is to share it with a small mind. This is why you need a mastermind group. You want to change your life? It ain't going to happen by yourself. Join a mastermind group. It's like having a personal board of directors. If you've been part of a group like this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No one is blessed to reach 100,000 followers on any platform, or $100,000 or $1 million a year. It's not magic. It's not God. It's not luck. It's the result, the consequences of hard work, planning, and execution, and hanging in there, especially on the days when you thought about giving up. Remember, idealism kills. Separate your business. Separate your business from strange voodoo that you think you're going to succeed just because of this or that. You succeed because of your grind and your execution. Period. Commit your work to the Lord, and it will succeed. That actually is a scripture. To run around talking about how God is going to bless you and I'm blessed. That's another word that kind of lost its meaning. How you doing? I'm blessed. Shut the frig up with your blessed stuff. Stop it. No, you are not blessed. You're living a delusion. Stop it. You're not blessed. As soon as someone says to me, I'm blessed, I know who I'm not going to do business with. All men need to learn that nobody is going to come and save them. Nobody cares about your struggles, especially women. As Chris Rock says, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are loved under the condition that they can provide and produce. And believing anything else is incredibly naive. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.